The only thing standing between you and your dream life is your beliefs. We all live constrained by limiting beliefs. Let's say we live inside a bubble of beliefs, and this bubble varies in size because it represents what we think is possible for ourselves. And this depends on the programming we received, especially as a child, but also ongoing through life. Whatever you were told shapes the bubble you move in today. As a reminder, in case you missed my previous video on the thought to reality loop, our results in life follow a sacred cycle. A thought is formed. A thought repeated over time becomes a belief. Beliefs create feelings. Feelings drive behaviors and actions, and our actions produce the results we see in life. So our thoughts and beliefs are directly proportional to our results. So back to the cycle. Whatever you believe you can ever achieve results in alignment with that belief. This is huge. Let me demonstrate this with two examples. Steve and Ava. Steve grew up in a small town, struggling financially. His parents had minimum paying jobs and always said, "You have to work hard to make a living." Now, as an adult, Steve believes he can't earn more than minimum wage. He thinks moving out of his hometown is impossible because he doesn't know how. It's always been this way. He's in a toxic relationship, but he sees that as normal because his relatives stayed in similar situations. So he stays out of comfort because it's his pattern. These beliefs create behaviors that reinforce the same results. He doesn't even search for higher paying jobs. He doesn't pursue further education. And he doesn't explore opportunities outside of his town. Steve stays trapped in his belief bubble until he's willing to question it, until he brings awareness to the beliefs and asks, "Is this truly the life I want to live?" Now let's look at Ava. Ava also grew up in a financially struggling household, but her parents encouraged her, "You can do anything you set your mind to." She dreams of saving money, traveling, and earning a certificate that's logically out of her reach. She believes it's possible, even in small ways. She applies to the job above minimum wage and earns a promotion. She also applies to the certificate program and is accepted. Even if not the first time, if you think there is a way, you can always find a way. Do you see the difference? This is a huge breakthrough. There is a saying by Henry Ford, "Whether you think you can or you think you can't, you are right." Whether you believe you can't, you won't act on it, so you stay stuck. You will stay in your small bubble. But if you believe you can, suddenly paths open. Opportunities appear, and even if you don't reach the final goal, you'll go much further than before. So however big your belief bubble, if you think small, you will live within a constricted bubble. But if you believe you can achieve anything, you can achieve your dream life, then you really can. I'll give you a personal example. I used to say, "I'm not creative." I kept this belief for years because in childhood, I compared myself to my siblings and convinced myself I wasn't as artistic as they are. That belief made me avoid creative expression. Although in other ways, like cooking or baking, I was always creative. Once I recognized my limiting belief and let it go, new ideas and business strategies started flowing to me, and these results made me think, why did I say that for years? That's not even true. I am creative. I wasn't suddenly painting masterpieces, but I became open to exploring creativity in ways I hadn't imagined before. Your beliefs literally determine the limits of your reality. Why do most people not get what they want? Most people want more. They want a life beyond their current bubble. But wanting is not enough. You need to believe you can have it. And that's a choice. It comes down to believing in yourself. I know I can do anything. And it's not because I'm naturally amazing at everything, but because if I want something, I can learn it. I can study how other successful people in that area do it, and I can practice, I can improve. So if you want to earn more money, pursue your dream career, or have a loving, thriving relationship, you can. We are beings of infinite potential. But you need to believe it. You need to believe that you can. How to adopt a new belief? The first step is always awareness. You cannot change something you are not aware of. So become aware of your thoughts, of your limiting beliefs. Often it's just through the simple reflection it is possible to see that the belief stemmed from childhood. And then you can question if that is even true, if that is still what you believe today. The second step is reprogramming. Your subconscious mind, which stores your beliefs, learns through repetition. So if you tell yourself once, I am abundant, I am worthy of having my dream job, your old patterns will hold you back and say, nah, that's too hard, that's unrealistic, it's too complicated. But those are just storylines. If you believe those thoughts, you will stay in the same cycle. This is where repetition comes in, especially in combination with an elevated emotion. That's the key, not just saying it, but feeling it. So when you tell yourself every morning that you are abundant, that you are worthy of your dream, then eventually you will start believing it. But on a side note, say it in the present tense, not I will, or else you are always keeping your vision in the future. But this will go much faster if you feel it. Feel the joy, the gratitude of what it feels like to be abundant right now, to live your dream life. And the third step is acting in alignment. This doesn't mean huge steps, crazy, risky things. Literally, whatever your belief is, if you want to start your dream job, what is one small step you can take today? Often it starts with simply researching. Look up what other people are doing. Reflect on how that dream job could be possible. Maybe starting out in a different way than you expected, or partnering with someone, or participating in a free webinar. Each action expands your belief bubble, unlocking more possibilities. So my challenge to you, where have you been holding yourself back? What is a new belief you are willing to adopt into your life today? Let me know in the comments below. If this video inspired you and you want to continue expanding your life through subconscious reprogramming, hit subscribe because together we're uplifting global consciousness, creating a happier, healthier world for us and generations to come.